Hey, we are live once more with another episode of Terra Invicta. This is episode 28. We're back from our short hiatus and ready to continue on our adventure. Last time we explored the ancient ruins of Togbo with Josh Lang playing Git. It was a blast. That was fun. But now we are going to revisit a scene that we merely foreshadowed before. Definitely didn't actually happen until right now, and return to the random encounter I rolled up, where a genie shows up and demands that you release / stop meddling with Harpo.
We need to find Forrest Gump to deal with Jenna.
All right, Deli dies, and here we go. So yeah, when we last left off, the characters, they had you left Togbo, and then a couple of days later, so it's the current date is January 9th. So I think that's like 1 or 2 days after Togbo. Not 100% sure, but some time has passed since you left the ruins, and you're just going along on the Sea Wyvern, and suddenly the kind of wind funnel, kind of water tornado thing that Audrin has seen in the past appears in the distance and then comes straight towards the Sea Wyvern. And you guys are still kind of figuring out what to do about it when it quickly overtakes the boat, and a Ginny steps out of it and onto the Sea Wyvern. Yeah, you guys are on the map currently, so you can see all this. And yeah, it looks like this. He is big and blue and has a big old like scimitar, has a turban, a vest. He looks like, the stereotypical kind of genie, Arabian genie, but like much more dangerous than, what's his face from, I guess he was just called the genie, from Aladdin. Much more dangerous looking than that, though still the same general aesthetic. And
Real quick, how many days has it been since the thing in the cave?
I am not 100% certain. I didn't actually write that down.
I just need to know for the sake of my wand of magic missile.
Yeah. I guess.
I have it was the 8th, so it's only been a day.
So just the next day then. Okay.
Great. I only have one extra
card. Cool. Yeah. So he grabs out his scimitar and points it at whoever is standing on the deck. I placed everyone where they might be. You can certainly move yourself if you'd like. But so if everybody's wants to stay where,
which side did he fly in from?
This side. So
I'm fine with where I'm at.
Yeah, I figured.
I would probably stand in between Lyrith though. I would want to be in front of her, kind of a thing.
Sure.
Am I on the crow's nest?
Yeah, that's why.
Perfect.
Yep. And then
great assumption.
Tavi is next to Audrin, up by the helm. And yeah, I got too annoyed by the stupid grid not lining up with the grid that's on the map, so I just took it off. So I apologize for all of your manual calculations that you'll now have to do on this map, but
how could you?
I know. It's just so many lines that were overlapping each other in unaesthetic ways.
If I want to run somewhere, I'm just gonna assume that I can get there.
Well,
good assumption.
I mean, I'm super fast.
You are super fast, but it depends on where you want to run. If you want to run to the other ship, we might have to consider something.
Just in circles.
Yeah, okay. Well, then you're fine. But yeah, I guess he just points his sword at Deli, because you're kind of the first person directly in front of him, and just demands where is Harpo? Or no, he already knows Harpo is here. I guess he just says,
he said something about commanding us to stop dealing with Harpo.
Yes. Stop dealing with Harpo immediately.
Wait, let me double check my notes, see exactly what it is he said.
I think this guy's name is Rashad.
Says He says he's come for Merid. For the Merid.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I totally forgot what he had said originally. So
Yeah.
that makes more sense though, as the statement he says. So he points a sword at you, Deli, and says, "I've come for the Merid."
What?
And he like just points backwards to the rowboat, like that's being tied up and hanging along, coming along.
Harpo?
Yes, you should not be dealing with him.
Oh, why? He
It is
hasn't done
forbidden.
anything. Bye.
Take we will like step up and just be like, I'm sorry. Let's just calm down for a second and introduce ourselves. I'm Takwi, and you are?
My name is Rashad. I am a member of the Synod. You will release Harpo immediately and cease your dealings with him.
Release him.
The
He's
Senate.
captured, isn't he?
What did you say, Deli?
We can't release him. He's trapped.
No, yeah, he shakes his head and says, "You're not stupid. You know what you are doing, and you must cease it."
She just kind of doesn't know what she's doing, to be honest. Random blue guy comes flying and threatening people. She's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. He has
So
been. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so she's just like, listen, we don't even know the whole story. He just told us he's trapped. He'd grant us a wish if we're out here. We don't know what your beef is with him. If you just tell us.
What is Harpo's reaction to this whole thing?
Like usual,
Indifference.
he's just indifferent. Yeah, just like
Just
bobbing
chilling
along.
out.
Yep.
It's like, oh, what's up, Rashad?
What's up, Rashad? Yeah.
Can I do like a history check to see if I have heard of the Synod?
Yeah, the Genie Synod. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead
Synod.
and roll that.
I mean, my history's not good, but
Yeah, 15. I mean, you know
15.
the word. It's like a council.
okay.
But yeah, the Genie Synod, no.
Does he have a swim? No, it's kidding.
I mean, okay, not gonna lie, guys. I'm just kind of inclined to just let him go.
What did he do?
He gave a wish he was not authorized to grant. He's been outcast ever since, forbidden from contact with mortals. He knows this.
Well, then you probably should put him on a boat where people could find him then. Why don't you just lock him up somewhere else?
He just says, "I was not the one who executed his punishment. I did not have a say. I merely enforce it."
Why don't
Oh.
you just take him then? I just like yell down from above and I'm like, why don't you just take him then?
He frowns.
He's
and
just
then
tied to our boat with a rope.
Yeah, I think Audrey just goes, yeah, I mean, if it's that big of a deal, and he just kind of like leans over from the helm. It's like,
We have no
Yeah.
interest in getting involved in this.
yeah, like if like I'll even go and tie it for you. You can take it. And, like we don't care. That's fine with us.
Okay, awesome. So he's confused, and you can tell probably Anna, you can tell because you have a good insight that he probably just assumed you would put up a fight, and that's the only real reason he didn't just go immediately for Harpo. But since you're saying this, he's just like, well, yes, untie him immediately.
Good. We didn't know what to do with him anyway. We just tied him there. No, clueless.
He's kind of just been a little entertaining, that's all.
Yeah,
Good.
like a dancing monkey.
Very well. Well, release him, please.
Audrey goes over there and unties it.
Yeah, so the boat just starts drifting further and further behind.
Bye, Harpo. It was
Yeah,
nice meeting you.
He just waves. And, yeah,
Not another one.
and Rashad just is just still frowning. He's just like, I expected that to be more difficult. Well, thank you for your assistance in this matter. Please stay away from Harpo in the future. He's a dangerous individual.
Meanwhile,
Well,
he's just sitting there going, "Dude."
So should we
Exactly.
be aware of any other Jin politics here? Because like I said, we just kind of felt this just kind of fell into our laps.
Yeah, we genuinely had no idea about any of that, so
I thank you for this information. I will make sure that the Synod is aware of it and tightens their politics in the future. You do not need to be aware of any of our politics, and the fact that you were inserted in the middle of it is a failure on our part.
Oh, well, if you need somebody to testify, we're more than happy to do that.
I may call upon you in the future, but I don't think that is necessary.
Very honest.
Just the amount of legal court systems that we just go like, yeah, we're the honest group that just.
I know. Can you imagine the Terra
Because if
Nullius
this was
group?
the other group, we'd be like, we're keeping our wish, sucker. Get out of here.
Like,
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
We like our pet.
This current group is the group that would testify against the Terra Nullius group.
Yes. They'd be like, wait, they did what? Oh, we'll help you with whatever you need.
I'm very comfortable with court proceedings.
Yeah, he just kind of waves dismissively and says, no, that is not necessary. I will leave you now. Thank you again for your assistance.
If life took me a different way, I might have been a lawyer.
And he just kind of like steps off the side of the ship and then kind of like levitates into the air, and a tornado forms around him again and he just flies off.
Man, that guy was cool.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Jelly's like,
what a weirdo.
I'm glad he was willing to hear us out. I mean, I would have hated to get in a fight with that guy.
Yeah, last few people haven't been quite as understanding.
If
Can
we
you
started
imagine?
fighting him, I would have jumped on him to attack him. That would have been pretty cool.
Can we not skip over the fact that there's apparently wishes that have to be authorized?
yeah, that's what I was wondering. I kind of wanted to ask, what kind of wish wasn't authorized?
Well, it's against the rules, Seth.
Ah!
Still,
The rules.
what kind of
Forced
wishes
two
against the
people
rules?
to fall
You wish
in
for
love
more
that were not
wishes?
supposed to fall in love.
Exactly. That was such a good impression.
Honestly, it went a lot better than I expected it to.
I missed that.
That was
Turner.
spot on.
Turner, yeah. Amazing.
Was that a Fairly Odd Parents reference?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I didn't get it. Okay.
Can we change two of the beds so one's pink next to the green one, and then we can just have our own little Cosmo
Yeah,
monitor.
there you go, right there, yep.
Disco with myself. Outrageous!
Cool. Well, I guess you guys just continue on.
I'm glad we saved that encounter until
I know,
after
right?
Josh
Yeah.
is gone.
I know.
I'm glad we didn't wait for.
I also
mean,
love that Caleb probably has like next to nothing prepared for after this because he was planning on us fighting
No.
it.
I have plenty prepared. No. That's
Okay.
totally fine. Yeah,
I know. In that sense, though, it's good we didn't end with something that anticlimactic.
it's true. Cool. Yeah. So, I think you guys. Let me drag over the Sea Voyage map here. You are continuing your way down. Let me grab the notes here. I need to figure out where you. Yeah, you guys are actually way further down. You're past Tagbo. You're like right there. You've actually gone a pretty good distance at this point.
Halfway there, it looks like.
Yeah, you're about halfway. Almost done with the coastal portion of the journey, and then you'll take to the open ocean soon after you visit Sa Felipe de Benguela. So it is about 4 days after Tagbo. So 3 after your encounter with the genie. Things continue going on as normal. If you guys want to have any conversations, you can feel free to have any in that time. But it seemed like most of the NPC stuff is just on like a tense hold right now. I know Takewee and Audrin are kind of just waiting for the other shoe to drop with their stuff, and Anna and obviously Nestor are separated. So
The only thing I can then.
We're not separated. We're consciously uncoupled.
okay, yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Who's the guy that I was talking to?
Kurgle?
Can I get that on a t-shirt? Not for myself, but just like for the next divorced person I know. We're not divorced. We're
Why? Why would you,
consciously uncoupled.
Jordan?
Like,
why would
I mean,
you actually give someone a shirt like that? Oh boy.
I'm trying to think of what interaction I would even have with Kurgle, though.
Yeah, and that's fine.
'cause
Like it's assumed that you guys are continuing to interact in small ways. It's just yeah. But yeah, so if nothing else is happening, we get to let's see, what is it? It's 10th, 11th, 12th, the 12th of January. And this is the point where, well, the expedition in the past has been fortunate enough to avoid any Crimson Fleet interference. Your luck runs out here. So, there's lots of patrols going along the coast and forts that are under the Crimson Fleet's control that you've been like cleverly avoiding and just trying to stay out of the way. And, it's just bad luck, right? Suddenly there are 2 ships on the horizon and that there's no meaningful way that you're going to be able to outrun them. There was a bend in the coast and suddenly they're upon you and there's just not enough time to do anything other than kind of prepare yourselves. So you see 2 ships coming towards you. One is obviously going to be kind of locking, targeting the Blue Nixie, and the other one seems to be coming towards you guys. Any preparations or other stuff you're gonna do?
What is the weather like?
It's the entire trip. It's been more or less very nice. And I think it's maybe like slightly cloudy today, but other than that, it's good weather. Maybe a moderate breeze.
Well, I get my shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Jackson,
don't we have cannons?
Yeah, you have cannons. Yeah.
So prep the cannons or something. I don't know.
Prep the cannoneers to prep the cannons.
Yeah.
Prep the fodder.
Google.
Yeah. Yeah, we prep the cannons. We
yeah, so we could run some sort of ship battle here, and I do have like rules we could go through, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, I feel like this is probably the only ship battle you guys are going to get into. And I don't know if it's going to be worth it to like learn a bunch of new ship rules to just do this one combat. So are you guys fine with just kind of like hand waving the actual approach? Say you kind of maybe damage some of them, but that they get too close and you have to do a ship battle with them.
Fine with me.
Cool.
So they are boarding or we're boarding them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
Look, that makes me truly so relieved. As a martial class.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I love that for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who just wouldn't be able to even participate in that, right? So it would just be like Audrin making a bunch of ship handling checks and then NPCs firing guns. So, Cool. So they close in on you. There's definitely some cannon fire that goes back and forth, and you hit them a couple times, and it definitely seems like they're desperate, and you can definitely tell this. Like maybe another ship would have run away at this point, given the threat you do pose. But they're slightly bolstered by the Blue Nixie being attacked as well, and it seems like things are going better for the pirate ship over there. Though it's not like, their Blue Nixie's sinking or anything. But the ship closes down on you and pulls alongside and then sends off grappling hooks and other stuff, and people start boarding. You can see that the name of the ship is Purity's Prow. Yeah. So, especially if I'm assuming that you're starting to fire cannons on them when they're coming close. And so in that case, like they probably would maybe like try to intimidate you and just get you to surrender goods. But since you already attacked them, they're just like coming straight on. And it's just going to be a battle at this point.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the only thing I would prep ahead of time is I would just give out 2 bardic inspirations ahead of time, since those last for 10 minutes, if that's okay. Yeah.
And there's any, because mainly the cannoneers are going to be doing stuff. So any other preparations you guys want to take to buff or whatever beforehand, you can feel free to do so now. So.
Okay.
Burn that candle now. I kind of think that. Oh, I was gonna say the grappling hook thing. Like, if they're throwing grappling hooks on our ship to try to board us, can we just like as they're coming over, just cut the
shooting at
ropes?
them.
We'll start shooting at them, yes, but like cutting the ropes as they're trying to climb up.
Yeah, we can start the combat there if you want, right? Like just like they're.
Well, I'm just saying that like I would probably prepare the crew the combating crew to like be aware to like try to do that, try to prevent them from getting on the ship.
Sure.
I would probably crawl up to the crow's nest because I have an idea for when they get close. Actually,
sorry, go ahead.
Okay, actually, let me run this by you because I feel like we would have some time to prep this beforehand. Is it worth it to cast Call Lightning, or do you think they're going to be close enough that it's not going to be worth it?
I mean, you could have done Call Lightning beforehand, right?
That's what I was wondering. But the thing is, it's range of 120 feet and it doesn't move.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So once you guys are moving past it, that makes sense.
Actually, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking like when they boarded us. But yeah, you bring up a better point. That wouldn't work at all.
Yeah. Okay, so question for you guys. Is this a sort of thing where we want to just go all out and have all of the NPCs on your ship also participating, and then I like have more pirates be on their side to kind of like even it out and just do like giant mass battle? Or do you guys want to... Right, that may be a consideration. Or do you want to kind of like abstract the rest of the fight, assume there are other pirates attacking the other NPCs, and just focus on you guys?
I think so. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We're gonna spend so much time in combat.
Because like even Lyrith, like I don't want her in this fight. The only thing I want her to do is give out her bardic inspirations and then go hide. Because she
because she can't even heal people.
Yeah, she's literally useless.
Would you do a similar thing with Tavi, Audrin?
Yeah, and like
or he could be in the crow's nest. He'd probably be pretty safe up there, and he could do pot shots.
Pot shots and like maybe call outs. I'd probably have Tavi do call outs if he notices anything that specifically should be.
Sure. So let's just abstract for them too. I'm just going to delete them off the map here, and we'll just abstract what they're doing as well. We can assume that well, let's probably just assume that Lyrith is giving bardics to other people that aren't you guys, because there's plenty of other people as well. And just focusing straight on you guys. Just to make it.
I was hoping she would give me one.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah. I suppose you can't give yourself one. That makes sense.
I was hoping that basically because we got 4 combined, that each of us would have one, basically.
Oh sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That makes sense.
And then I'm just going to place myself on the deck instead of on the crow's nest.
Mm-hmm.
I would have hopped down.
Sounds good.
I might actually wild shape now that I think about it. Think I will. Well, let's see if I uncontrollable wild shape first. Be a bad time for that, I gotta say. Okay, we're fine. I'll wild shape into an ape.
Okay.
Is that something that
ape shape
I can do multiple times?
Where are pirates? Pirate. Here we go. Cool. All right, so there are going to be
oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of how I want to do this exactly. So you can tell, well, you know what, for unless you guys are going to be like climbing up on things, let's just have everybody on this map. And just assume, Audrin, that you've kind of gone down to the lower deck. So that we can use this ship as like the kind of abstract, like this is the ship they're coming from sort of a situation. And I'm basically gonna just like start half of them on their own ship, and then say like some of them have already made it onto your guys' ship, and then kind of run it from there. So it's probably like this to start off with. And you guys can place yourself.
Yeah, I would be. Like. I would be front and center for sure.
I feel pretty good about this spot.
Cool.
I guess.
Would I have to rage on my initiative, or can it be assumed that I rage as soon as like they move
Yeah, you
over?
have a moment to rage before they get on you.
Okay.
That's
Excellent.
fine. You'll already be raging.
Can I get my ape token?
Oh yeah, I
please?
forgot you said that. Ape token.
Wait, I'm confused. Why are there? I missed something. Why are there the two? Why are they on both sides?
So we're gonna abstract and say that this is the Purity's Prow,
Okay,
the
gotcha.
ship that they're coming from. So just because they wouldn't all start the combat on your ship, they'd be like progressively coming on. So, all right, cool. Everybody, go ahead and roll your initiative, and we can get rolling, literally and figuratively.
So wait, is Audrin in the crow's nest, or is he up with the pirates?
You're front and center, Audrin.
I'm assuming nobody's in the crow nest. Like none of us are going into the crow's nest, period, because we said Tabby's up there.
That's fair.
That's fine. My mic is muted. Yeah, I was gonna say I probably would just be like up front and center because I can probably dish out more damage this way.
Sounds good. Yeah,
And you've got all those hit points now.
It's true.
I know.
Go ahead and roll initiative, Audrin, and then
Yeah.
we'll be good to go.
Clickety initiative 2.
Nice.
Dang.
Hey!
Crit success. Yeah, you go first, Audrin.
Let the captain show you how it's hopefully done. All right. So, are they like already on the ship? Are
Yes.
they
So the ones that are on the Sea Wyvern right next to you guys are indeed, they have just swung on from ropes and grappling hooks and things, right? So there's more readying themselves to attack, and we can assume there's like more over in this area and up at the top here that are coming that are being handled by NPCs. But you guys are kind of taking the front and center people.
Okay.
Can we make sure the nobleman gets up front and center in this combat?
Oh, Avner?
Yeah.
No, he immediately went down below the deck as soon as they saw the ship. So,
okay.
Yeah. Unless you bodily drag him out, which I assume you won't do.
I hope the pirates do.
Like, hey, there's a noble down there. Go
you
get
can have him. You can
Listen.
probably ransom him.
Right, exactly. Just take him for ransom. And, it's not our fault that he just happened to get captured. Like,
But it'd probably be on us to go and rescue him. That's the problem.
That's true. We don't know where they went. Oh no.
we couldn't track him down. We tried so hard.
Oh,
the
it
water,
turns out the pirates killed him. Oh no!
The water doesn't leave tracks. We don't know how to find them. Oh, ooey.
Water doesn't leave.
So I guess I should probably just rapier them.
Cool. Do it.
Well,
How big is that gap between the two
4.
ships?
Probably longer than it's
Okay.
actually. Let's say 15 feet.
Okay, then I'm
Between-
not going to waste my breath weapon.
I'm so confused. I have a +1 rapier and my rapier of warning on here.
Yeah, I think you have 2, right?
Didn't the +1 rapier, didn't we get that at the temple? Is that what it was?
That was a dagger, and I ate it.
Just kidding.
I was out of spell slots. It is an unfortunate thing about this. I will.
It's
give
just
up.
crazy. The rapier +1 has a better attack.
Well, yeah, because the rapier of warning just warns you. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
have any bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is
well,
magical,
then,
though.
Yes.
So it is
I don't
magical
think these
damage.
guys are though.
Seem like ordinary mooks. Wow,
Oh.
okay. Crit failure, first attack. Very nice, Audrin. Yep, so he expertly deflects your blow. You get some fun pirate rapier dueling action. Is that your turn? Or do you want to offhand attack with your dagger?
Yep. We're just gonna do that. with my +1 dagger since I worked that in, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yep. That certainly hits. So
sucker! The first one was just to distract
exactly. It was just a feint. Of
you.
course.
Especially since this is my hidden blade.
Right.
Ah.
Whew.
That
Dang.
sneak attack damage.
Yep. I mean, the sneak attack damage alone was enough to kill him. So
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
jeez.
you just stab him
So
in the
it's
heart.
These guys are weenies.
I just imagine like he like Audrey does this like little like easily neglected attack, and this pirate just like really easily just ha ha, and then Audrey
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, and then you probably just like push him right off the boat, right? Like, and his body
Yeah.
just slumps into the ocean.
yay.
Cool. Anna?
So look, with that much HP, this looks like a job for a monk with many attacks.
It's true.
Hacha! Where's my attack button?
You just start front flipping through the whole line of them and just take them out one
Dead.
Boom.
Yep.
Just like
Dead.
start flipping him off the boat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, one down. Next one.
It's like the
only 8 damage.
Not dead.
you know the
Okay, let me do a little slap.
little slap. You know the spin kick move
Does a
that
15 hit?
It does.
5
Yeah.
damage.
have any of
Okay.
you played Street Fighter? Okay, you guys know the spin move kick that Ryu does?
Yeah.
I'm just
Possibly.
imagining Anna doing that just through the just like knocks one off at a time, just up.
Okay, so with those 2 down, I'm going to move. I'm gonna move back where I started over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Deli.
Okay, that's my turn.
This big honking gorilla is gonna go here. And ape, sorry. And gonna punch him twice.
Hit. Not dead.
Yeah,
Hit.
probably.
Dead. Yeah, you slam him. That's an 8.
Picture it like the Hulk, just like
Right, yeah, just like taking him by one leg and just smashing him around, yeah.
Can we like all be posed really like Avengers style in the line? Where, like, I like actually during my turn I actually climbed back up halfway up the crow's nest and landed with like in the weird like
Yeah,
half
3-point.
lunge
Of
like
course.
yeah
The
with
3-point
my
landing.
with my staff. Yeah.
yeah. We just see the end of that landing as we're panning around, and then if people are rewatching it, and they're just like, "Wait a second, wasn't she just standing there before? Why is she suddenly like landing?"
Because I'm fast, and so what's the
Right.
point of being fast unless I
course.
move?
Of course, yeah. So as we get the Avengers style shot as you all face off, I think the captain, who you can see is, I'll probably place him right here. It looks like this.
Oh yes, Jack Sparrow, of course.
Evil Jack Sparrow.
What's the difference there?
And he is going to
Pee his
let's
pants.
see. I guess he's gonna swing across and try to like, shout to his men like, "Do not fear them. We." Like even despite the like massacre that happened, and basically just say like, let's see, how do you? No, you know what? He wouldn't be inspiring. He would be like, get on the boat, you curs, and just like swing across and land here and stab Takewee.
bring it. Okay, 1 hits.
So he does 10 slashing damage to you.
5.
Of course, yeah, only 5. Very nice.
It honestly worked out really well that Takewee got a lower initiative, so she has somebody to attack.
That's true, yeah. All right, cool. And then the pirates, intimidated by their leader, swing across as well.
Yeah, they're gonna
And
die. Poor pirates.
I mean, they could have chosen not to be pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Could they have? Do we know the complex choices that led up to this day?
I had a choice. They're fine. Like, they can die.
That I was gonna say that last one. Yeah, I could. Ooh.
yeah, so that's kind of where they're gonna land. They don't have like I think it definitely takes less movement to just swing across than it would be like walking across the same distance. So they have I think just enough to kind of go to those spots, and then that's their movement, so they can still attack. No flanking though for any of them.
Oh,
They're going to. So 2 are going to attack you, Deli.
I believe the top
Yeah,
one.
the 15.
Actually, no. My AC's 12.
Oh yeah, both of them hit.
As an
Okay.
8.
So 5 slashing. Not a whole lot of damage. Yeah, these are mooks. So
Well,
Man, I thought I was in
babies.
trouble for a second.
Maybe we should get Tabby down here so he can get some experience.
Right.
This is a good fight to get experience in.
He's shooting at some of them.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
he probably kills
I
like
hope
one
so.
of them.
he's doing it off screen. Yeah.
Okay.
1 attacks Audrin and misses, and then 2 attack Anna.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's get Lyrith down here. She could fight these guys.
Let's get Avner out here. He can fight these guys.
These guys.
Yeah, come on, Avner. Let's get Avner's horse all the way back. Yeah, we should have brought Avner's horse so he could fight these guys.
But real talk, I just imagine Lavinia actually fighting some of these.
Oh yeah, I bet Lavinia's fighting.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
take
she can handle herself.
She's bloodthirsty. She's like, I have to prove myself. Ah!
Kill him,
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with my warhammer. Why
Take
not?
we smash.
Take we smash. 24.
Okay. He is going to use his reaction to redirect the attack to an ally of his. So you're going to actually hit this one instead.
Okay, so he's dead.
Something still dies.
Yep. Yeah, he literally just like lets his man die instead of him because he's just like, yeah, I'm a dread pirate leader. I'm just gonna let these guys die for me.
Okay, so he uses his reaction to do that?
Yep. Yeah, he has a special thing called redirect attack.
Okay. Question, how did you word that? It's redirected attack to an ally?
So when a creature that this guy can see targets it with an attack, the guy chooses an ally within 5 feet of it. He and the ally swap places, and the chosen ally becomes the target instead.
Oh, so he's now they swap places, so he's by.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. I guess that probably is what that means.
Okay.
Would that give an attack of opportunity from the ape?
That's a good question.
Because he willingly
moved away.
moved out of range.
Moved away.
That is a good question. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that they actually change places. That seems kind of dumb.
Like, it seems cooler if he just like deflects it.
Right?
And then
I want to do it that way, but just because I think the wording is vague enough, I'm not entirely sure if that's what it means.
So, question for you then. So, because this is just relevant for my ancestral protectors. Since I targeted him, it says the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attack. So since I technically
hit the pirate,
I hit the pirate,
Yep.
but okay, so then that would have
indeed.
Okay. Dang. Well, that really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are going to go down anyway.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's my turn then.
Guys are going down. Hopefully.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say anything, actually.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool.
So.
Alrighty, so Audrin, back to you again.
Oh! Well, part of me wonders if I should just kind of step up and attack.
Action economy says take out the mooks, but at the same time, Anna could probably take out both of the ones by her. So yeah, attack him.
I mean, should I step up though? Because if I step up, then another pirate can't like come.
Step up here.
There's 0 reason to step up. It would
Yeah.
just give you them advantage if one of them doesn't die.
Flanking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay where you are.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Because your sneak attack still works within. It's just within 5 feet, right? An ally within 5 feet.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you're good.
Oh, I think Jordan froze.
I think you did.
Rip.
I'm assuming that's probably his plan, though.
Yeah.
You still there, Jordan? No. Yes.
He'll be back eventually.
Oh. Spoke
Oh, no.
too soon.
He said internet go burr. Or it doesn't go burr in this case.
If he's not back in a second, I'll probably just roll for him so we can keep moving on because he's likely just going to be attacking normally again.
Yeah, but if he misses, then we blame you. No.
You can blame me. That's fine.
Want to just message him and see if he's cool with that?
Okay, cool. Oh, another
Ouch.
crit fail. Goodness gracious. Well, there you go. 6 crit success on the dagger, at least.
Holy cow.
Not bad. So this is actually a new turn.
So yeah, he can.
So he's gonna
Oh,
actually
that's-
do his reaction again and redirect it. We'll just say to this guy. Yeah.
How could he reach him though? Would he have to redirect it to the one below instead?
Well, that's the thing is if they don't switch spaces, he
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. Okay, so then let's just say this one then.
Well, he can't
It's
do
not
that
within 5
either because
feet.
he's not within 5 feet of that.
Oh,
pirate.
you're right.
That's why it has to be a swap.
I still don't want to. I'm not going to make it a swap, but we'll just say it has to be within 5 feet, and the person who has to be able to hit the other NPC normally. So in that case, the captain has actually this one wouldn't have come up, but he has pack tactics. That's nice to know. Yeah, I don't think he can use his reaction. He has a different reaction thing, but it's not actually helpful in this instance. So he is just going to take the damage. And so that's 10, 11, 20
That's 20
damage.
damage.
Wow, very nice. Yeah, so gets a dagger in the side and then continues fighting. Anna, it's you. Do you want to take out those mooks?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the one right here first. To the right of me.
Okay.
15?
15 hits, yep.
7 damage. Ugh.
Not dead.
Okay, so then I'm going to. Do I want to use my quarterstaff on the bottom one to try and get more damage? Ooh.
Okay, so it's officially a good day for my dagger, apparently, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got crit and did 20 damage to the captain, so.
Okay, I'm going to hit the
But
one.
you're trickier than the captain of a pirate ship.
I'm going to hit the one below me now with this
Okay.
hit. 11.
That is exactly his hit points.
Okay. So that one's dead. So now I'm going to go back to the one to the right of me and kick him.
Hit. Dead.
Okay, that worked out well.
Very nice. Yeah, so we just see flurry of movement as and these pirates are attacking her from both sides, and you're just like dodging and weaving, and yeah.
And then I guess I'm just gonna stay right there.
Sounds
See
good.
what happens.
All right, Deli.
Wait, I actually use my movement to climb halfway back up the crow's nest pole
And then land again with
3-point pose
Yeah.
again.
Perfect, amazing. Roll performance. No, just
A punch.
kidding. I was like, I'm doing it anyway. It's okay. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, that hits. And which one are you attacking?
the one above me. Sorry.
Now it's dead. Very nice.
Yeah, I rolled min damage and max damage.
Cool. All right, it's his turn. Let me double check what their tactics are here.
Pack tactics, he has advantage? When is this in 5e? Is that right? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you probably should have gone for the one that was right next to him for pack tactics.
It's fine.
All right, so the captain is going to shout, "Back to the ship! Back to the ship!" and just
You coward!
yeah, exactly. Get to the rope, swing back over,
Did
and
you
just like
disengage?
Does he disengage?
he does not disengage. So if you guys want to make attacks,
Of course, you want to make attacks.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, 21.
all right. So he's going to redirect yours, Takui, into his
Okay.
friend here.
So that's it's 14 damage.
Yeah, so he dies.
Okay.
I hit him for 16
You
damage.
can only do one hit, right?
Yeah,
Do I?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
says
you can only do
actions
one hit.
Actions multi attack.
if you have multi attack, what does
No.
it say?
It just says actions multi attack.
I mean,
the
you
A
can-
makes 2 fist
Yeah,
attacks.
yeah,
I don't
he
know
can do
if
it. He can use his
for
action to make
attacks
2.
of opportunity.
Oh no, yeah, not for attacks of opportunity. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then
Sorry,
just-
sorry.
I'm like,
I-
it's
I-
just an attack of
I
opportunity.
wasn't thinking about that. Yeah,
then just take.
yeah, just saying. Yeah, and he's still has plenty of hit points, so he just gets back to. And their plan is to. There's like,
Audrin can still hit him.
yeah, that's true.
I kind of want to jump on their ship.
Other pirates,
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going after him for sure.
other pirates that are like off screen start swinging back over, and they try to they're cutting the ropes and trying to flee.
I mean, I'm literally right there. My turn's next. I'm
Yeah.
jumping.
Okay, go for it.
Wait, so it's
Okay, so what do I need to do to get over to the other ship? Is it close enough
Just
that
make
I can?
Make an athletics check. I think the other pirates that are off screen got their turn and they cut most of the ropes, but you can leap over if you'd like.
So the captain's running.
Okay,
And
So-
so I
an athletics check.
Wait, Audrin still gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Oh,
give him
that's
that.
true. Yeah, I forgot he was in that square too. That one doesn't hit.
okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, actually, Deli, the 15 wouldn't have hit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
it's fine then.
Okay. So I have advantage on this because I'm raging. So 24.
No problem.
So I can get over here.
Yep. And
Okay.
for all intents and purposes, there's like a bunch of mooks in your way, but this is the only guy that really matters.
Okay,
so
where is he?
He's at the prow over here.
He was able to get all the way over there with a disengage.
No, he didn't disengage. Remember?
Oh, dang. Oh, so he just dashed. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay. Dang. How much movement did it take for me to actually get over here?
Probably only 5. No, let's say
Just-
10 because you have to move to here. Yeah, so 10.
Okay, so 10. Okay, so let's see. I've got 20 feet left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Yeah.
30 feet. Okay, and then, dang it, I can't reach him. I mean, I guess I'll use my action to dash. Like that feels so weird, but like, yeah, I don't want to be out of range of him. I want to get straight to him. So,
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to do that.
All right, you're facing off with them. Audrin, I assume you're going to want to shoot a crossbow bolt.
Yeah. Do.
Not quite the right. Actually, it probably is close to the right distance.
Yeah, it need to decrease this by some amount. Let's see if this is. See if that's accurate. Yeah, it's a bit more accurate.
How close?
So you are less than 30. Well, I guess there's the additional 15 in between there. Yeah, so you'll have to. You can. I mean, you can fly. So as long as you just move like off to the side here of the ship, you can get the shot without disadvantage.
Okay. I guess it probably doesn't work because it's not within 5 feet, but it does say I have the close quarter shooter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter here, but
okay.
Yeah,
Still
go
get
for
sneak
it.
attack with Takeweaver. Actually, that's a good thing that you moved in Alyssa because he gets sneak attack now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll the thing. Boop. Hit,
Yep,
please.
hits.
Yay.
Yeah, he doesn't have more than 26 AC, Audrin. Don't worry.
That'd be scary.
That would be scary.
14?
Yep, it hits. He's not dead yet.
Yay. That's okay.
All right, Anna.
Oh, here I come.
I am Cinnamon.
Watch out, boy.
She's a man-eater.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
I got that, Caleb.
Can I make can I make an acrobatics check to get over?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, so it just takes the same amount, the normal movement,
Oops.
right?
Okay.
So 5, and you've already done 20 feet of movement by the time you
5,
get there.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 20 from there. So I have 30 more feet of movement. How are we saying each of the boat squares are 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should be accurate now. I changed it should be roughly accurate.
Okay. Is there any way that I can like hop up, or do I have to take the stairs?
You can hop up, but it's going to be difficult terrain. So it'll be twice as much movement to move between those squares.
So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Still worth it.
5. There we go. There's no room to flank. He's at the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Anna, you could make another acrobatics check if you'd like to try to balance on this, right?
Nah. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Let me attack now. 20.
Hit.
12 damage.
Very nice.
Oh, that fails.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use a key point to flurry of blows.
Okay.
15 misses.
Yep.
25.
That hits.
6.
Mm-hmm. Not dead.
And then just to kind of rub it in his face, can he please make a con save?
Okay. Brutal. Fails.
He's
done.
Deli?
How bad does he look?
Pretty bad.
It might be here.
I just like to point out that he really got conned out of that one.
Okay, so Deli Deli has to waste a perfectly good wild shape on these weaklings, but she will de-wild shape, and as she de-wild shape, she holds up the wand of magic missile and was going to attempt for a kill steal.
You're really not going to let Takewee have this?
I
get taking it from me, but Takewee. Really?
I could start with just one, so that would be a 3d4 plus.
Yeah, 3d4 plus 3.
3. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. I imagine like Deli's about to just lay it out. Then she sees Takewee. She's like,
I'll give this to her.
I'll say, are we gonna have to like technically take care of the croonies, or like what are we doing with them all on the
Yeah,
ship?
we can just assume that they're dead by the NPC's hands by the time you kill this guy. So
Okay.
That is 11 damage.
okay, not dead.
And that will be it because he has my bonus action to
Sounds good.
wild shape.
All right, well, he's obviously going to throw his weapon down and beg for mercy.
Well, he's stunned, so he can't even do
Oh,
that.
that's true. He can't. He looks at you with pleading eyes, Taekui, as you bring up your warhammer.
Please make it quick.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want us to keep him just to see what the heck's going on.
I mean, he's
That's up to
clearly
you
just a
guys.
patrol guy, right? Like, I don't think that this guy is like.
Yeah, he's likely not going to give you a lot of good information about the Crimson Fleet now.
What if we all just move on to his ship so then none of the other Crimson Fleet ships attack us?
I don't think you have the crew capacity.
The crew for that.
Yeah, to
No,
That'd
we
be
just
dope.
we
though.
we leave behind our other ship,
your ship is way better than this ship.
Oh, okay.
It looks really
but
scrappy.
it attracts Crimson Fleet people.
We could just steal the flag. Let's just steal the flag.
Yeah, that's.
But then we get attacked by good people.
Well, we only wave
don't-
it if we see another Crimson
Fair enough.
Fleet member, right?
Yeah,
Like, we don't
and
wave it.
you're
all
also
the time.
far beyond civilized waters, so
That is also true.
Also, Takewee still needs to kill him if she attacks.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think my rage has ended because he didn't attack me, and my turn hasn't ended. It's your last turn.
You did attack him as an attack of opportunity, though.
I did.
You
So
had
I think
attacked since your last turn.
I think I'm okay. I think as long as I hit him before this turn, I think I'm okay. All right. Do I have advantage on this since he's stunned, or what's the rule with that?
Yeah.
I believe so.
17?
Yep.
Okay, 13 damage.
not dead. Very damaged though.
Man.
One
that's a
more attack
bummer.
is definitely going to lay him out.
Well, I don't have an extra attack yet because I took levels in Bard.
Multiclass. Yeah.
So,
All right. Audrey, do you want to finish him off?
I'm certainly gonna try.
You can always steady aim.
Well, you already have advantage because he's stunned.
Oh, right. That counts for range too. That's
That misses. So sorry.
Poopity.
Okay.
How far away is he?
He's like 30 feet away from you now.
Oh, but I can't do the hand crossbow and the sword in one turn.
No, I don't think so.
Well, no, it's confusing. It's all confusing.
Oh,
No,
the
because
dagger, you mean?
shoot, I shouldn't have been able to do the. We keep forgetting this. I can't do the rapier and the dagger.
No, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
The
you definitely
rapier
can.
isn't. No, the rapier isn't a one-handed
finesse.
weapon.
You're right. Oh man,
no, it's a one-handed weapon, but I don't think
it's not-
finesse.
It's not finesse.
Or it's not
No,
a
it is
light
finesse.
weapon.
It's not a light
It's not a
weapon.
light
That's the
weapon.
problem. It's not a light weapon.
Well,
Wait,
I
what
don't
is
think you
finesse
hit
then?
with both of them anyway.
Finesse is that
Finesse
you
you can
can
use
use dexterity.
dex.
Right, yeah.
Well, it's fine because you never hit with both of them anyway.
That's true.
So we didn't break any rules.
Yeah, well.
Well,
We still did because his attacks missed both times, and so he
Yeah.
wouldn't have actually gone to attack. It's fine. Yeah, we'll move on. Anna, you want to finish him off?
I'll try.
You
21.
fail. Oh yeah, he's advantage. Yeah, you go ahead.
12.
He's dead.
Dad.
Yep, the crew of the Purity's Prow has been subdued, and you look away. You look towards the Blue Nixie, and they have also subdued their crew. The Jade Ravens led the charge
Yeah.
there.
I just want to send like a message, using our sending stones to like send a message to Lavinia, make sure they're all okay.
Everything's good, and yeah, they're like, yep, we're fine.
like, yeah, they were really weak.
Yeah, super weak. Yeah, yeah, and a quick search of the Purity's Prow kind of reveals the cause of this captain's desperate attack on the Sea Wyvern. It looks like they've only managed to gather 1,150 GP in booty, consisting of coins, a few bags of flawed gems, and several pieces of jewelry, all kept in one large trunk. But I'll just go ahead and mark it as just some GP for you guys to split.
Guys, we got the booty.
And the
You
ship.
guys want that in party gold
do.
or a split?
Given I just took a bunch of gold that should have gone into party gold, I probably shouldn't get. I'm okay with that.
I was wondering, should we keep this just like on the side. So if we
Ship?
just like, huh?
The ship?
No.
The
Like
bridge.
all the
Oh, the gold,
loot that
sorry.
we get. So my thought was like, if we keep all of the loot that we got from this ship off to the side as like we got like Crimson Fleet loot. That's a weird sentence. But if we have all this, and then other like if later on, if we run into Crimson Fleet people and they're like, you destroyed our stuff, we want our loot back, and then it's like, okay, look, we were defending ourselves. Here's the loot that we got. Just take it.
But I think we're just going to kill all the Crimson Fleet.
probably, but I just wanted to present it as an option.
Is there anything else in the ship?
I was about to say the only other thing really is a week's worth of food. Most of it spoiled or infested with weevils. So, and you could tell by the like look of these pirates too, as you like look around at them. This is definitely like, so probably the way it works, and Audrey can probably confirm this, is like they're supposed to bring back a certain amount, like a certain quota per whatever, and they like can't go back to the like base to restock unless they have it, and they're like, we don't have it, we're all starving, we have to attack this ship no matter how tough it looks.
Guys,
Oh, well, now that makes me feel bad.
Oh yeah, feel
Guys,
bad for the robbers.
I have purified food and drink. We'll be fine.
It's true.
Actually, can he do that?
Yeah.
If he could just like clean all the food and get rid of the weevils,
Mm-hmm.
then
5-foot sphere
that's-
centered on a
He'll use his
all non-magical
weevils
food and
begone
drink-
spell, and yeah.
all non-magical
Question-
food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point your choice within range is purified and rendered free from poison and disease. So it wouldn't get rid of the weevils; it would just get rid of all the disease. That
Is that does that use a spell slot?
I can use it as ritual. I don't have it
Oh,
prepared.
okay. I'm like, we have lots of food. I do with this victory want to ask Audrin, can you go to the side of the boat and change it to the impurities proud, because these people give purity a bad name?
Get your spray paint.
Well, actually, what we could probably do, we'd probably like take like some of the wood and stuff so we could like make repairs on our ship from where
That's true. Yeah, you could break down some of
it got
the
blown apart.
materials.
Yeah, we definitely loot the good parts of their ship.
Yeah.
To service our own and
Yeah,
any other like.
You probably don't want to spend too long because, and
Yeah.
Lavinia would probably say as much. Like, we don't really have time for this. Like, let's just move on. Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, their ships are pretty dinky anyway. Like, it's not. There's not
Yeah,
much worth here.
the only thing I want to take it for sure is the flag.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
And you
I
guys
can
can take-
climb up real quick and get the flag.
Yeah. The Blue Nixie can also take the flag of the ship that stopped them too.
Actually, and I actually have a quick question. As I was waiting, I wasn't sure if I was going to get a turn on, so I was looking at that. Given the Wand of Magic Missile, the way it's worded, it says for one charge, you can cast the first level version of Magic Missile. Does that mean if I just use one at a time, I can always get that 3? Because it does say like you can increase the spell slot level with initial charge, but it
Yeah.
sounds like it's saying,
Yep.
That's even more part. I should be doing it that way more often.
Yeah.
Get more
I mean, a
spell.
lot of the ways you've been using it has been very helpful to like instantly take down
Oh,
someone, and that's
yes.
worth it. But
Yes, I agree. But like if I'm not in any immediate danger, using it to get like and essentially almost triple its usefulness.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the money in party gold for now. If we
Yeah,
want to separate
that's
it out
fine.
later, that's totally fine.
That's fine.
But I just put it in there for now.
Cool.
We had like no party gold, so
Mhm.
Yeah, I ate.
We need to replenish.
Hmm.
Can we sink this ship? Should we sink this ship?
I think that's up to the captain.
Is that like a good thing for us to be able to do, Caleb? I mean,
How it would take a long time to sink it, probably.
I mean, honestly, it's almost sunk already. Just, dropping a couple of heavy objects, onto it's
You could also just set it on fire.
yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah.
why
Set it
don't
on
I
fire
just, like,
probably
set
is
it
the
on fire?
easiest way to do it. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fire.
Take
For
we will
being the-
trade you. Fire, fire.
I think it's funny that being the magically induced dragonborn, I can neither cast fire like that, nor am I good at detecting magic as well. So
It's because Deli's too young to be hot.
anyway,
It's true.
Yeah, it's like
Does anything else happen that day?
No. So my rolls for that whole 4-day interval and then the Crimson Fleet attack, no other random encounters, no getting lost. And then there is the stretch. So I was expecting that we'd have the Ginny battle and then have this battle, and they would take the whole episode. I have other stuff planned. Like the entire venture is like ready. It's just the one thing that I wasn't expecting and didn't prepare for is like the random encounters in between, because I usually roll them in advance and like set them up. But I'll go ahead and check what the time period is between the next thing, and we'll roll and see if anything happens.
Are we gonna stop
Wow,
at that
it is
place
only-
that is 2 on the map?
Yeah, so that's the next spot.
Okay.
It's another spot that you're going to be able to restock. So it's the last civilized fort along this section of coast. So São Felipe de Menguela.
So
yeah.
where is Farshore? Is Farshore here?
No, Farshore is here. Right? So you guys are going to head out into the open ocean, and that's where the island is, like way out in the open ocean.
What's that dot?
I thought that was the Isle of Dread.
Yeah, the Isle of Dread. So Farshore is on the tip of the Isle of Dread.
Right.
What's this right here then?
That is like an unimportant island that is on the way. Lavinia is not planning on stopping there, but if you looked at a map, you would see it on the map. So
Okay.
It's just like a landmark to know we're going the right way.
It's like as long as you're hitting that, you know you're going the right direction. Yeah.
that
means
means
that's
that's
where
an
the-
important island.
That it means that's where all the cool loot is.
Sure. Yeah. As far as Lavinia knows, it's just like an uninhabited jungle island with high cliffs and things. So
Which means it's got magical people.
sure, you can certainly explore it if you want. I'm sure Lavinia will let you. So that's 9 days between where you are right here and São Felipe de Menguela. And so I will go ahead and roll for. I'm just gonna stop rolling for getting lost because it's so unlikely that you're gonna get lost on the coast. It doesn't matter. Once you got into the open ocean, the rolls are gonna be much higher, and that'll become important.
I'm hoping for we find another gin at this point.
Because like here, I'll just roll it again just as an example. Yeah, so the only time it fails is on a 1, and so I'd have to get like multiple 1s in a row for it to matter at all, and so it doesn't. So
But I think we do have another gin. Yeah.
no, we'll see.
The
So
gin police, they live inside of my head. The gin police.
3 encounters. No,
Oh,
4
boy.
encounters.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
I love
Okay.
encounters.
So on January 14th, something happens. Let me grab
What do I do? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. real quick.
coastal. Yeah, go ahead. On the 14th, you find another pirate ship. So another Crimson Fleet pirate ship shows up. It's likely that there's 17 pirates plus a captain. But it's likely that they're similar in strength. And so if you guys want to make a roll here to try to just like drive them off, you can attempt that.
What if we flew the flag?
Oh yeah, that's true. You have the flag. You want to attempt that? Yeah, Audrey, go ahead and make a performance. Actually, whoever has the best performance should make a performance check to set this up.
3.
I'm pretty sure that'd be Audrey.
Yeah, it's most likely that it would be Audrey anyway, probably.
Yeah, mine's a 0.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
It
I
is
think
not me.
No. What I'm saying is, I think it has to be Audrey. Makes the most sense. I don't know why Anna would be the one rolling this. Right? This is
Because
like
I'm in the crow's nest.
Yeah, but like this is like a captain thing, right?
I mean, it's a flag.
No, but yeah, the flag is being flown, but it's whether or not you can pull off the flag being flown, right?
Does anybody have performance trained?
I
What
don't.
about
think
Alyssa?
So
What about Takewee?
I don't think Takewee has it trained. I'll check.
Well, does she at least have a better?
She has a 3 in it.
Okay.
Well, so this is
But
the
not
thing, right?
trained.
Again, what did we say? 2? Was it 2 or 3 untrained people could give advantage?
I think we said 2.
So I mean, yeah,
We can all just help.
just all help Audrin and give an advantage here.
We're all
That'd be
just
fine.
going to look real mean and try and convince these people that we're also desperate and
Don't mess with
evil.
us. Yeah,
Oh, did we run into another Crimson Fleet?
indeed.
Yes.
Yep.
So we're hoping to not have to fight them by flying the flag.
Like, we don't want to kill you.
Yeah, I think 16 is just good enough to, make them think to not bother you. And then we get to, let's see, 15, 16, it's the January 17th. We'll see what's going on that day. 97. Ooh, that's interesting.
What day is this?
January 17th. Let me look at what this thing can do and decide if it would actually attack this boat.
Well, if this is what it's sounding like, I hope it has a swim speed.
I have an idea of what it would be. Except that would be
Interesting.
bad for us.
Kraken.
No,
Oh.
not in my
It's
mind.
a beholder.
Dragon turtle.
Oh.
No, yeah, that's far above your level.
I know, that's why I'm like, that
Yeah.
would be bad for us if he attacked, but we could become friends.
It's always make friends with the dragon turtles, obviously. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what this encounter would even look like. So I rolled a spirit troll. It's basically an
What?
incorporeal ghost troll that does psychic damage with its attacks. I don't really know if that's like super in
No.
line with the themes or aesthetic of this adventure. So it's just
No.
I think it would feel just kind of random.
I have a way that you could workshop it in that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Okay.
Ghost ship.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And he's a ghost troll for this ghost ship.
I
He's
guess.
in control of this ship. Low hanging fruit. Sorry. Anyway,
What do you guys think? Do you want to fight a spirit troll?
How likely are we to? I don't know what this is exactly.
if it's above our pay grade,
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking.
Anna's nodding, or Emily's nodding, so let's go for it. So
Oh, no, this is supposed to be democracy. Nobody else voted. This is why it's important to vote, people.
Like, I don't know
Early
if I
vote
want to
until
fight it.
tomorrow. Election day is on Tuesday.
I don't know if I necessarily want to fight it, but I definitely want to interact with it.
yeah.
somehow.
So I think what happens is it's we'll go with the ghost ship thing, right? So it's like that night, and we'll say it's Audrin's watch, and you see a spectral caravel coming towards you. It's like definitely on the small side, so it's not like full galleon or anything. But it at first it just seems like a ship that is like I don't think it's immediately obvious that it's like magical. So go ahead and make a perception check just to see how well you can see it as it comes close. It looks slightly odd because I think it maybe seems to you like the moon is just reflecting off the hull of the ship and making it bluish. That's why you can see it. Or white, glowing the whitish of the moon, I suppose. But you can make a perception check if you'd like to, Audrin, to just determine that it's more than what it seems.
can I roll a history check first to see if I can get advantage? To see if I maybe know anything about it?
Sure. Well, no, because I don't think you would have a reason to roll the history check until you've determined whether or not you think it's a regular ship, right? Because
Okay.
the
I
idea
see.
is your first look at it. Do you think it's a ghost ship? If you do, then yeah, of course you can make history or arcana or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, with only a 13, I think you just think it's like a ship that's like slightly lightened by the light of the moon, and so you're probably slightly worried that it's like doesn't have any lights on or whatever. So you're like, oh man, we could have run into this thing if the moon wasn't shining so bright tonight. or it could be running into us because I guess you're probably not traveling at night, so you're probably just anchored. But yeah, it's coming towards you. What do you do? It just seems like a regular ship at this point.
Well, I don't suppose my rapier is going off and being like, danger, danger, Will Robinson. So
Yeah, not immediately.
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like unless it was about to like careening and actually about to hit us.
It's definitely seeming like it's going to eventually. It's just taking a while to get here. Like it's heading towards you in a collision course sort of way.
Yeah. So this is during my watch? Or
yes. Yeah, so you and Tavi are like watching.
Okay, I probably would have Tavi go get the other three.
Sure, yeah. So you guys are awoken in the darkness by Tavi and told to come up on deck. I assume you do. Reluctantly.
I just had my watch.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, when you guys get up, you see that it's like definitely closer, headed straight towards you.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoever would like to.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
You see right away that it's like it's not glowing from the light of the moon. It has like more of a bluish glow than it should. It's like and then you see like something like you realize that you can see the water below it as it through the translucent ship, right? And you can definitely tell that it's like ghostly.
Okay, is Audrin down here? Is he still in the crow's nest?
Oh no, he's still in the crow's nest.
Okay, she's gonna like.
Wait, Audrin's in the crow's nest, standing on top of me.
Well, you just got woken up, so you wouldn't be on the crow's nest yet.
I thought she slept in.
I sleep in the crow's nest.
Oh, you sleep in the crow's nest?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was like.
Well, I guess then Audrin's probably just like in the prow.
Okay. I'm like,
yeah, then she'll just like cast message at him and just say like, that's a ghost ship, Audrin.
All right, now I'll roll lay history.
Go for it.
Would I roll it with advantage since she clearly knows exactly that this is a ghost ship?
Yeah, Takui getting the critical, I think, definitely gives you advantage here.
Okay.
Doobie doobie doo. Where are
25.
you? We've got a ghost ship.
So the issue is there are plenty of legends of ships like this all over the world. I don't think there's anything that would jump out at you. Even with the 25, this is like obscure enough that like it's not like you're like, oh yeah, this is the one ship that has a troll on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know the legends, to be prepared for like ghostly skeletal warriors or something like that to jump out.
Okay.
It definitely seems new that like it's headed straight towards the ship instead of just like coming alongside it. It literally looks like it wants to crash into the ship, but that's not going to work because it's translucent, right? It's like incorporeal. And it's getting close enough at this point that you're going to have to like do something. Otherwise it's going to just like run into your ship.
But will it actually do anything to the ship?
You don't think so, but who knows?
Where is the other ship in comparison to us?
I'd say it's like just off the map. So like right up here.
But like, would it have already gone through that?
Look at my son biting my armchair.
Go through what?
Aesthetic and personality chonk.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't really understand your question, Seth.
Would it have already run through the other ship?
No, the ships are like vertically aligned, not horizontally aligned. So, so funny.
Sorry, he's like making himself laugh because he's biting it and then pulling it out. It's making a noise.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
So cute.
Sorry. Okay.
No, this is...
I love you.
This episode of Terra Nullius is brought to you by the adorableness of childhood.
You buy baby.
Brought to you by baby.
On
In
the,
the
live
crow's
stream.
nest.
In the crow's-
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm thinking I might.
You could fly over and try to intercept it before it gets
That's
here.
what I was thinking. Yeah, I want to try to fly over and see if I can land on it.
Dab
Perfect.
the ghost ship.
Perfect. Okay, so
Before you go, Takeway's gonna be like, Audryn, please be careful, and then give
I
you a
would-
bardic inspiration.
I'd probably say, would you like to bring me to try and drop me on the ship? Because if I fall right through, I'll land on the water safely.
Well, Audrey could just fly.
But then you would have somebody else with you
Right,
and not
with
be over
you.
there totally
Yeah.
alone. Just an offer. You don't
That's
have
what
to
I
bring
would
me if you don't want to.
Okay, so sorry. So my roommate walked in while this whole thing was happening. So what is the thought?
Do you want to bring me with you as you fly over?
fly
Because
over.
then we can both land on the ship. And if the ship doesn't hold us, I'll land safely on the water.
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah, so Audryn, you fly over. Anna, you're holding Anna probably by her arms, right? And then you drop her, and Anna. At first, you think like, oh, maybe I will fall. Maybe I won't fall through this thing. But right before you hit the deck of it, this troll, right? This like spirit troll, just comes up out of the hole and tries to like bite you, right? Just like attacks like from the. So before you even hit the deck,
What? Okay.
Roll for initiative, I think.
and well, first it's just gonna get a free attack on you, basically. So 26, I assume hits.
I guess.
I thought I clicked that.
I don't know how much damage it's gonna be.
It's gonna do a lot. I'm so sorry.
So
Oh
much.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm trying to click on it, and it doesn't seem like it's rolling for me. So I don't know.
Oh
what's
darn! I guess it doesn't happen.
happening.
You want one of us to click on it?
No damage has come up.
there
I
we go.
take no. Okay.
You take 28 psychic damage. Make a
Where
wisdom
is it?
save.
Cow.
I don't see that at all.
You showed it
I
for
don't
me.
see it either.
19.
Might have to refresh. Oh,
I
have
mean,
to-
my roll just came up. But
yeah,
yours
I have to refresh because I didn't see that.
Okay.
I'm gonna refresh real quick. Yeah, so for me it said,
Oh,
Oh,
now
there
it's
it
popping up.
goes.
Now multiple.
Wait,
have come up.
28 and 21?
No,
I
he
just
just clicked it
clicked it
twice.
twice. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, 28.
28 psychic, and then with the 19 you succeed on the wisdom save, so no worries there. But yeah, it attacks you.
Or be stunned for 1 minute? Okay, but it can.
I
repeat
know
its
the
saving
power
throws.
of stun.
It's nasty.
Yeah,
So then
Hey.
he comes up and bites me, and then I fall to the water.
I'm trying to decide. What do you guys think would be more interesting? Does the ship have like some form, or yeah, let's just have you fall through it. So yeah, you just fall and like land, do 3-point landing on the water itself.
How far away are they at this point? Are they like
So-
30 feet, 60 feet, 120 feet? Like,
Let's say 60
roughly.
feet.
Okay.
So 60 feet from like the edge of the ship.
Okay.
But yeah, so you land on the water, Anna. And yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative at that point.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Phew.
it's going soon, too.
Wow, I got decent initiative and I'm still going last.
Oh, and Audryn crit again on initiative.
Very nice.
Take we can never win.
No.
Never.
But once
Keep in
again,
mind, Audryn, that you have a bardic inspiration.
it really did come in handy that you went after the opponent and the
Only
last fight.
because I raged first, but it's fine.
No, it came in handy because then there were actually people for you to hit.
Whatever. It's fine.
Good thing you're slow because then you can actually hit people. You're slower than the enemy.
Well, so I mean, is Anna okay?
I'm just on the water. That hurt a lot.
Yeah.
That's not good.
But yeah, Aldrin, it's your turn then. So you can shoot it if you want.
Yeah, I'm just. Part of me wonders the merits of just like trying to leave, or if we actually should try to kill this thing.
Well, it seems like the ship is still headed towards yours, right? Like Anna fell
Right.
through it, landed on the water, and the ship like is moving past her.
Maybe you'll just go past it.
And now the spirit troll is just like hovering above the ship, like.
I wish I had a way to make spirits go to sleep.
I guess it can't fly though, so it actually. You know what? It would have to be able to land on the ship then, because it can't. It can move through things, but it can't actually like fly or anything. So in which case you do land on the ship itself, Anna.
I'm laying on the deck. That hurt. This is not good.
Yeah. But yeah, the spirit troll kind of came out of the floor of the ship and is like roaring up at you, Audrin, or roaring up at you from. Yeah, I said it right. Never mind.
All right. Well, we're just gonna hope that when this inevitably crashes into our ship, that it's a very gentle crash.
Mm-hmm.
That it's really just like a boop, little love tap. Well, I mean, I guess I fly down to it and attack it.
Okay.
Or
Are you sure you want to fly down?
Actually, I guess probably shooting it with my crossbow from away would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I shoot it with my magic crossbow.
Yeah.
And I'd use the.
None of those hit.
Neither of those hit?
No.
Oh. Alright, well. Anna, go for it.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Well, here's the deal. Trying to figure out. Okay. Okay, so I will try and hit it with my staff. An 11, I'm assuming, does not hit.
It does not.
So I'll try and hit it again. A 9.
Nope.
You're not rolling well this time.
I'm going to step of the wind, disengage. Because if I get bit again, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to just run back as far as I can.
Okay.
So I have 50 feet of movement, and also if I jump off the ship, my jump distance is doubled. So I don't know if that will get me any extra distance.
You can certainly get to the edge of the ship and jump off if you'd like. In which case, yeah, let's say you're 10 feet out in front of the ship.
Okay.
It's moving, obviously, but so it will pass through you. But actually, it will probably ram
right,
into
that's
you.
I'm like I just want to get off the ship.
Yeah, so if you run to the side, then you're probably fine.
Okay. I'm like, this is not good. I am hurt.
Yeah, and then Deli.
Okay, so I don't want to use any. I'm reluctant to keep using such powerful spells when I end up needing to eat a bunch of goldite afterwards. I also don't know what this thing is even strong against. So I think that my best option is probably just to use one charge of magic missile just to see if anything happens. Oops. And maybe a bonus action shillelagh, probably.
Okay.
That was awful. 8.
All right.
Damage.
Yeah, it hits it.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah, I don't think there's I don't know if there is a single monster that's immune to force damage or resistant to it or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's usually safe.
I wasn't sure because it was a ghost. I was like,
Yeah.
it's a ghost and a force like this.
Have you ever heard of force ghosts, Deli?
Different kind of force.
Cool. Is that your turn then? You can just bonus action shillelagh.
That bonus action shillelagh,
Yep.
but yeah, that's probably it, I think.
All right, let's see. So the troll will need to move to actually attack someone. So I don't think it's going to. I think it's just waiting. It's just like laughing and waiting for the ship to collide with your ship. And I guess I think the ship moves to the point where like they are there. Like they're actually pretty much there now on the map. So it's like about to collide on this turn. So next turn it will collide.
Whatever that. I don't know if we can even stop that though. I don't know what to do about
But it doesn't do anything else, so because it can't really reach either of them. So take you. So if you'd like to, you can jump onto it as it gets close. But
listen, it does psychic damage. I ain't resistant to that, even with rage.
It's true.
I feel like I could probably do more damage with it if I do radiant damage. Then, I mean, I know I have magical attacks, but I'm also wondering if I should attempt something that might. I don't know if this would prevent the ship from crashing, because I'm assuming the troll and the ship are like one kind of a thing, right? They're
definitely connected, yeah.
So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at it.
Okay.
See if it'll run away from me.
Mhm.
Maybe stop the ship.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay. DC 13 wisdom save.
Let me try that. Okay, it fails.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so it needs to run as far away from me as possible with a reaction and take 16 psychic damage.
All right, well, it's going to do that, and it's going to run to the back end of its ship, and that's all it does. So the ship still seems to be moving forward.
Okay, I was just kind of hoping that maybe because like subconsciously, like maybe the ship like stops, kind of a thing.
It's certainly controlling it, but I don't even think it could stop the ship from colliding at this point. Like I don't think it has control to the point where it can literally just stop on a dime. Like it's still a ship.
Mhm.
So, I think
it's a magical ship.
Yes, it's a magical ship, but as we've determined, it has mass. So,
okay.
So I think it's just kind of backing away, right? It kind of stares at you and kind of backs up.
Fortunately, I don't have any magical dimes because I bet it could stop on a magical dime, but we don't have any of those.
Yeah, and I just don't think I could do anything to like prevent it from crashing into our ship, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because even like getting rid of the anchor, like we'd still like
it'd take a while to get moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. So, and as a bonus action, I'm going to give my inspiration to, yes, Anna, because she's been bit. So that's my turn.
She bit.
Thank you. I don't know what to do in this situation because I'm like, if I get hit one more time, I'm gone.
Yeah. All right, Audryn.
How far away is it from me right now?
As far you were probably 30 feet away from it in the air, so it's probably 60 feet away from you at this point.
Sorry. Can I ask a real quick question? I know that trolls speak giant. Is this a old world giant or a new world giant language that it speaks?
You would know until you try it, I suppose.
I want to talk to it in New World Giant.
Okay.
Be like, get away!
New World. Make a luck save for me, Tikwe. That's probably the way to determine this.
Ah, darn it.
Yep, no. It is old world giant.
Hence the ghostiness.
Indeed. All right, cool. Yeah, so Audryn, you're 60 feet away from it right now. Because it's at the back of its ship now.
Okay, so that's still like crossbow range.
I think your hand crossbow has a 30-foot range before it's disadvantage. I think it's pretty close as far as I remember.
Move forward a little bit
Um,
more. You can fly.
But you could still fly 30 feet forward and hit it.
Yeah, but I don't get advantage for you taking the
That's true.
thing for that.
Yeah, it's 30, 120. So you could still attack, you just be at disadvantage. And if you did steady aim, it would just be a regular roll. So either way, you're going to have to do a regular roll.
I think I'm better off doing that because then I get sneak attack if I do hit. Wait, do I?
No, because you don't have advantage. You just have, well, they cancel each other out.
Right.
So your best bet is to, well, it's going to move towards you anyway because it's on the ship next round. So it doesn't really matter either way. You're going to be making a straight roll either way, basically.
I couldn't ready an action to attack, could I?
Actually, wait a second. I had to think about this. You were hovering in the air above the ship, and the ship moved past you. So either way, you're going to have to move forward to even be within the 60. No. But it went to the back of the ship. So I think you're actually
in range.
I think you might be. Let me think about this. So the ship probably wasn't moving that fast. So yeah, I think you're exactly 30 feet away from it. That probably makes sense. Right? Because it went to the back of the ship and the ship moved forward, but you're still kind of the same distance. Just on the opposite side.
Then I will roll and hopefully hit with advantage.
Yep. Steady aim.
Yes.
Cool.
And what?
14 does not hit, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 7.
Y'all are not doing super hot on this one.
I did fine.
All right, Anna, it's you then.
Wait, I was gonna ask about rolling the bard thing. Would that be helpful?
Oh yeah, you can. Roll
yeah, go ahead.
An attack.
Do you think that would be a good use for it, Alyssa?
I mean, I don't see. We don't speak its language, probably, and so there's no way to talk to it. So I guess attacking it's really the only option here.
I'm just wondering if it would be good to use this now or wait to save the bardic for something.
It's a D6, so I mean, I think there's a decent chance that you could probably hit it with that. I don't know what its AC is, but
I mean, using it now versus
in a more desperate situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's up to you. You might not have another opportunity where it's worth
using.
Does
Audrin have a bardic?
You gave him a bardic before he left. Went on his on his way.
I want to play it safe.
Wait, everything just went quiet.
Not gonna use
it. I'll play it. No, I'm not gonna use it. I'll play it safe.
All right, Anna. So yeah, you're on the water, some distance away from both the ship and your ship at this point.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna run towards the ghost ship.
Yeah, I think you can reach it with your 50 feet of movement.
Can I reach it and just grab onto it to at least hang on so I'm not getting left behind?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, so I want to do that, and then I'm going to let me make sure.
Can you guys hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
we could hear you before, so
it glitched out and died for when power went out for some reason. I haven't done that one.
Let me see. So I'm going to use my, what's it called? Quickened healing. And I'm going to spend 2 key points. And I can roll my martial arts die, which is a D6. And +3, and I regained that many hit points.
Nice. Handy.
Ooh, maximum healing.
Very
So
nice.
now, if the guy hits me, I would feel much better about possibly surviving.
Cool. All right, is that your turn?
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Cool. Yeah, man, everyone rolled super high for initiative, but Takewee still got low. Got last. That's so funny.
Yeah, we've established
gone over this
already.
for, like,
I just
10
realized that
minutes.
everyone got like ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. We said that.
We had the whole joke where it's like the Jordan.
Even Audrin on his disadvantage, like on the second roll, still got better than me.
Yep. So good. I was setting up other stuff when that was happening. So, Deli, it's your turn.
I think the best thing I can really do is just another magic missile. Like, I'm reluctant to, especially since we don't know what's going to happen once this thing crashes into us. I don't want to cast an area of effect spell, and I'm reluctant to spend more. Like, essentially, it costs 125 GP to cast a third level spell slot, and I don't want to waste it with something that potentially will just go away. So let's use another magic missile.
Go for it.
It's reliable damage. And that's 9.
Go.
Great damage, unfortunately.
Oh no. I accidentally made his hit points 9.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Wow,
Alright, cool.
Deli, that was a really powerful spell. Just reducing his hit points to 9. Incredible.
All right, so the troll.
There's actually a spell like that in the game I've played.
The ship slams into your ship, and Deli and Takewee, you're probably bracing yourselves. You're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? But it goes right through, but almost as if it's moving through like molasses or some viscous liquid. So it just slows and then ends up basically inside your ship, like halfway inside, and then it starts like pulsing. And you just feel like something's really bad and wrong. Something bad is about to happen because of this. Like, this was intentional. It's like, yeah, something like that, right? Like, that's your first instinct is probably that
butthole.
And then it's still afraid of you, Takewee? Yes? Question mark?
No, it's done
Okay.
now.
So then it's gonna use its movement to just move up all the way from one end of the ship to the other. That's its full action. That's its whole turn. But it's right up to the edge of. Oh, actually, wait a second. The ship is inside. So I guess it uses its movement to move right up to Deli. Because it can.
Why me?
Because you're right there.
I'm the only one that hit it
You're
again.
closer.
Oh no.
Oh.
Nope, doesn't matter. Because I
my.
got the armor. It's a normal hit.
Oh, is it? Nice.
The fact of like when you got that armor, we were all like, I mean, how
10.
often is this really going to come into play?
Yeah,
And
so
it has
just 10.
saved you multiple times.
Yeah, so just
I
a
am
10 and then make a
perfectly
wisdom
fine with
save.
Oh, actually, I'm good.
Oh no.
Yikes. Okay, so you're
It's
stunned for
because
1
I
minute.
said I'm good at wisdom
Yeah,
saves.
You
and as
shouldn't
soon
have.
as as soon as that came out of my mouth.
You knew.
Yeah, and I am the only one who can help with this, unfortunately.
Fortunately, it actually has 3 attacks that it can do. I'm so sorry. So,
This is bad.
and these ones have advantage. Didn't really need them, but so
32.
another
Great.
32 psychic.
I'm almost dead.
Yep. So it just like jumps on you and starts ripping into you, and it almost seems though like Deli's not being like, she's obviously still being wounded physically, but it seems like there's like some sort of energy or force that's leaving her body as he's like gnawing on her, like it's going into the troll's mouth and like being kind of breathed in almost.
Fairly certain my shillelagh's gone, but I don't think that matters anymore.
And then Takewee, it's you.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to it. Bonus action rage. And then hit it.
All right, go for it.
19.
Mhm.
Okay, 15 bludgeoning damage.
And you have a
it's
magical warhammer now, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Yeah. So now it has a disadvantage on attacks rolls against me, and you guys have resistance to it if it attacks you.
That'd have been helpful.
I know it would have been helpful if I had gone first.
All right, cool. Audrin.
So now I need to zoom up to get close to it. Right?
Sorry. Yes, you'll have to move 30 feet. So you can move your like normal
Yeah.
and still be able to shoot it.
Cool.
Just not with steady aim.
I don't need steady aim now because it's near two of my allies.
Yes. Cool. Go for it.
I mean, I don't have advantage, but
You might not need it.
oh,
Yep.
And
Hits.
he don't.
Very good.
some damage.
See a slam a crossbow bolt into its back, and it's it kind of cringes at it, but still is attacking Deli.
That's the spirit. Well, minus the attacking belly part.
That is the spirit. Kill it.
Anna.
If I run if I like dash 100 feet, does that get me to where everybody else is?
I think so.
Okay.
You can kind of
I'm
pop
just
up right
gonna-
here, probably.
I'm just gonna dash over this turn. Because I
Actually, from where I was imagining, you probably actually come up right here.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think because the ship is like in the middle of it. So you went along with it. So
Yeah.
probably, honestly, 50 feet of movement gets you
Oh,
up
okay.
here. It's not that long of a ship.
Would it
So go do a roll for me. Make an acrobatics check. If you succeed
Okay.
it, then you can still do something.
if I succeed it, would I be able to be in a place that I could attack the thing?
Sure. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
22.
Yes. So let's, I guess, just put you on the other side of it.
Okay. Does that give me flanking now?
I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Crit.
it's a crit.
Nice.
18 damage.
Very good.
A 21.
Yep.
8 damage.
Very good.
And then this thing is a ghost. It probably can't be stunned. I'm not going to even try. Because I feel like that'd be a waste of a key point.
I
Ghosts
mean,
don't seem like they can be stunned.
I don't think so.
Yeah, just like logically, I don't know actually about ghost trolls, but
You can make a religion check
okay.
or an arcana check.
23 religion.
23. Ghosts are immune to many things, but not to being stunned.
Oh,
There's no
Okay,
stories
well-
about
make a con save. I think that passes. What is it?
14.
Yeah, that passes. Dang. Okay. Now I'm just gonna kick him.
'Kay.
That's 7 damage.
Nothing happens. This wait, do you have magic fists at this point?
I don't think so. Let me
Okay.
see.
Yeah, I didn't
I
think
gotta
so.
see
either.
what level I get magic. I think if I wouldn't have taken a rogue level, I would have gotten magic fists. But let me make sure.
Yeah, I think it is immune to all non-magical
Not
attacks.
Yeah,
That's
starting
like
at
normal
6th
ones.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you kick
Okay.
it and nothing happens. It's completely immune.
that's fine.
All right, Deli, you're being attacked by this thing, eaten, gobbled up. What do you do?
nothing. I'm stunned.
Oh, right. Well, you can make the save again at the end of your
No,
turn, at
you-
least.
Oh, but it won't potentially matter. Wisdom save, you said?
Yep, DC 15.
Well, it will matter.
Because
Well,
then
I'm-
he'll-
It won't have advantage against you.
Oh,
yeah.
fair enough.
Yep.
That's more like
So
what
you're
I
not
was
stunned,
expecting.
but you waste your 6 seconds. Okay. It is its turn. You guys see it at this distance. You see it suddenly, like it's obviously has like spectral wounds, but it starts to reknit itself.
No.
So it's a troll.
I saw the crochet needle. I didn't think about it.
And then it's going to attack you, Deli. Oh,
my
goodness.
God.
Doesn't
gracious.
Okay, well,
matter.
still-
It's normal.
Look, this is the
So
best
another-
person to get crit on.
Another
Okay, so
18.
that's 9
Now I'm
damage.
down.
9 damage.
Oh,
Oh,
right, because
9. Okay.
half. Yep, I forgot.
I'm at 6.
Hold on.
Goodness
Well,
gracious.
they both hit
they're
anyway.
both
Because
regular.
my AC is 17.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
So the 22 and the 18 are what you're taking.
So 11 and 9.
So I go down and I take 2 failed death saves.
Now, I'm trying to remember. Yes, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just gobbling you up. All right, Takewee.
Goblin you up.
It does kind of look like one.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to get the mark next. And I'm the one. I, of course, am the one that has Spare the Dying.
I have gentle repose.
Oh, you do?
scrolls.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
I know. I feel bad. I have healing, but I'm raging, so I can't.
You know.
It's one of the
Um,
weaknesses of the multi-class option you chose.
I know. And this is not a great, honestly, multi-class blend. It sounded interesting to
There are
me,
certain
and
advantages to it. It just has some cons to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I'm sure.
I mean, Adeline was only as strong as she was because we started at such a high level. If you started at a low level, she'd be just as weak.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to activate my Eldritch Claw Tattoo.
Mhm.
So now I get an extra 1d6 force damage to my
Cool.
attacks. And I'm gonna smackety smack it with a crit.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a crit.
Okay, and then roll 2d6 for my force
Yeah.
damage.
Mhm.
And then plus. Oh, oops! I forgot the slash, and then +2, Caleb, for my rage.
Yes.
Okay, another 8 damage.
22
dead.
damage. It's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Someone res me.
Yeah, Takewee, you just slam your hammer down on its head, and it just like squishes.
Amazing.
What
And of
happens
course-
to the
So strong.
ship?
Yeah, the ship just starts to fade away.
Okay,
And you could tell that I think you hear screaming from below. And after a moment, it's pretty obvious that the ship was probably eating passengers or doing something bad to them. I think you actually did lose one random NPC colonist to the thing.
Oh, could it be the noble?
No, it's not.
He's not a random NPC.
Let's say for
follower.
Abner.
No. But yeah, so if you would have
okay.
let it go further,
Here,
it
I'll
would've
roll
been
the
bad.
luck save for Avner.
No. Ha ha ha. So funny, Emily.
Could
Okay,
someone
so-
please do a medicine check to stabilize me?
I was
No,
gonna say
I'm
real
j-
quick, we need to go in turn order because you have 2
Yes.
failed death saves, correct?
Yes, that's why I'm saying. Could someone please do all the medicine?
Yeah,
Why
so
are
it'd
we
be
going to do a
Audra
medicine
next.
check when we can just heal you?
Because I don't think.
Well, because he's got 2 failed death saves.
Right, and we
that's
can
why.
just heal him.
Do one of you two have healing?
I do,
Healing
but I have.
potion.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
that's fair.
enough.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Audrey is you
just-
next.
Jeez, people. You guys are really
I
freaking out.
forget we have them. Okay, they haven't been.
The thing is with Audrey, I think you can get to Delhi, but you can't do anything. You have enough movement you have to make that you can't.
he's like
really-
right there.
No, he's not actually right there.
But see, this is where we have a wonderful thing called cunning action.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
bonus
perfect.
action dash.
Yeah.
he can move. He's fast.
Very good. Yep, so you can get to her. You want to feed her a healing potion then?
I do.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. There's nothing else going to be happening, and then you're going to get all your hit points back. So
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
I don't like. Oh,
Can we use the
I don't like
empty
those.
healing potion vial? Is there any residual ectoplasm?
is this
Um,
Ghostbusters?
Possibly from the troll
So
itself.
Audrey or Deli make an Arcana check, and you can decide with your Arcana check. You can decide if ectoplasm is a thing.
Wait. Jordan, do you also have it trained?
I do.
I have a 5. What do you have?
10.
You roll it. You roll it with advantage. This is I
Rogues,
think
man. Yeah, so
Yeah,
28.
seriously.
Aldrin, you can just tell me. Does ectoplasm exist? Can you harvest it in vials? What does it do? And you can't say resurrect people or anything, but
No. I mean, the fun option would be yes, it does.
Like, does it do like maybe like some kind of necrotic thing or something?
You can pour it out, and you can make some terrain difficult or slippery or something.
It's just basically like soap.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking something with like, something necrotic or even radiant. That maybe if you like took this and did something specific with it, then maybe you could turn it into, basically like a poison kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey. Ectoplasm.
So, yeah, this is a 5e spell. If you wanted to just like create a potion, which when the cork is opened, the spell activates. Basically, it's like it summons a ghost to attack for you.
Oh.
That's
Does that
cool.
make sense in the context
Sure.
of this? Okay.
Audrey got a 28 if he wants it to be.
Yeah, sure. I think, yeah.
And you'd probably have to figure out how to make the potion, but
I mean, with the 28, he knows, right?
no, I mean, that's fair.
That's fair.
I think it's literally just like if Audrin manages to collect some ectoplasm as it's fading away in that empty vial, which he was holding in his hand currently, and you cork it, you've created this magic item, which when you open it, it's a one-use item, but when you open it, it'll create this manifestation that attacks people for you.
Don't mind me, just a genius helping us get some magical things.
Well, actually, it makes perfect sense for Audrin because, like, this is his thing. Like, this is wanting to, like, honestly, this makes sense for the progression towards what I want to go to because he wants to learn how to make magic items.
Sounds great. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a break there. We can wrap up the other random encounters that I've rolled for this when we return and maybe get to something new. All right, stick around. We got more Terra Invicta right after this.